So yeah, I just got done doing my affirmations that I do every night after work. I've been getting into the habit of doing them right after work instead of doing them after getting home and then finally getting out and finding that spot. Right now I'm sitting outside of the hospital that's near my house, and basically I got on here to talk about how it went and how it's going. I've been doing this quite a bit of time now, and there are certain things that I thought I knew that are really only becoming more and more apparent. As in, this practice of mine is getting a lot stronger each time I come out here. That's without a doubt. But there are certain realizations as I'm saying the words and feeling the feelings that I'm having, and one of those being that I'll kind of show you guys what I got here going on. How do I flip this? Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. So I've got a few pages in here that I read, and I start them all from the beginning and I finish to the end. But something happens throughout that, through the course of saying all of these affirmations. I'm trying to get it out in words because it's more just a feeling, and something so pure and so real is hard to put into words. The purpose of writing these words is to hold the vision. It's to read them out loud so that in my brain they register as a vision from the feelings that I have as I'm reading them. And the trick is, there is no trick. You do this every day until you start to believe it. Your body and your brain gets exposed to certain feelings and emotions. And if you have read anything by Dr. Joe Dispenza, I don't mind dropping him in here, is your brain does not know the difference between an actual experience versus feeling the emotions of having imagined it. So that's the whole purpose of doing all this. Let's say we want to be more X. Let's say there's something that's lacking in our lives that we'd like to see within ourselves, manifest from within, because it starts from within, that it starts to be manifested on the outside. So we have to start getting in the motion and getting used to feeling the emotions and the feelings that we'll have after having achieved that goal, whatever that might be. And there's a certain feeling that we get as we're doing these words and saying these affirmations, and you could call them self-suggestion, but really you're just reading out loud to yourself who you would like to be. And one thing that happens is, as you start to feel grateful simply for the act of what you're doing in the present, when you get really into it, when you start really just reading the words and seeing and feeling what it's like to be there, your mind just expands. You're like, wow, like without stopping, you just get so thrilled because you feel yourself getting there. You're like, oh my God, yes, I'm getting there. This is exactly what I was wanting. And it's the gratitude and the appreciation for where you are now that propels you towards more blessings in the future. It's what gives you the energy to keep fighting every day with all that vigor and all that passion. Which, we all know life gets tough sometimes, but it's only tough so much as your brain lets you feel that way. Anything can be turned into a positive. We all know this. So when we can feel grateful even in the toughest of times, that's where the shift happens. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I know I'll have more ideas probably tomorrow, even just tomorrow when I do this. So I've been getting them more and more lately, and I want to start recording these because, at least for myself, I'd like to document all of my progress, because I know I am destined for greatness, and I'm not going to let anyone or anything get in the way of that. So, anyways. Have a great night.